during the photo shoot yesterday, I left my hat here. I thought, no way, it's still gonna be here. Here it is. Bunch of birds hanging out by it. Thankfully, there's no bird shit on it. Oh, they're actually open today. Nice. Got this hat. It just says New York on it, but I got it $10 in Brooklyn. You know, like on the street vendor, side vendor, Bedford Avenue, like, you know, big major street in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. It's not like all that valuable of a hat, to be honest, but has more, I guess, personal value now that I'm not in New York and I can't just buy another one. So good that I still have it, and I only have one other hat, so nice to have two hats. Yes, glad that was still there. Very good. Very good. Finding this hat literally saved the day. Whenever there's wind, just like a little bit of wind, especially if I'm walking by the beach, of course there's more wind, like my hair, it's a disaster. It literally, it sits like this the whole time in the air, and there's like nothing I can do about it. Even worse than that, it just looks like a freaking disaster, you know? It's super thin, and like, I guess it's just a combination of being thin hair, like poor oil production or balance in the hair. Yeah, so something I've noticed though, if I do get sunlight on my head every single day, like a lot of sunlight, strong sunlight, if I do that for like a month, my hair then all of a sudden is much thicker, like the thin spots you can't see anymore, you know, feels much more full and like moisturized. It's not dry, like, and the oil production is more balanced. It's better, working better. And so then my hair doesn't blow all over the place, you know, and my scalp feels better, my head feels better. So I firmly believe like the sun has some strong healing properties for the scalp and the hair. You know, it could be like antifungal, antibacterial properties of the sun, like, I don't know, killing pathogens and stuff like that on the scalp. Maybe getting vitamin D directly on the scalp and the head is a growth factor. You know, there's probably a lot of things that I don't know and things that also haven't been studied that I think the sun benefits on the body and the scalp. I like to even, I think getting sun on your whole body, you know, even just your stomach, at least your back, you know, parts that are usually covered, I think so helpful. For me, it just feels good. But like, surely there are benefits to that too. Regulating your immune system and your gut flora, you know, all sorts of things. Getting vitamin D to different parts of the body, I think, has a big impact. And like I said, I think there's a lot of things that haven't been studied and fully understood about like the sun and some of the benefits of it, you know. Now, of course, you can overdo it, and it can be damaging if you really overdo it. I think some of the stuff like about too much sun and you know, load up on sunscreen every single day is ridiculous. I think like using an over-the-counter sunscreen with all sorts of chemicals in it on your skin, especially if you're using it every day, just as like a preemptive thing and moisturizer, like that's absolutely awful for you. Putting those chemicals in those absorb into your bloodstream. So you're putting like toxins into your bloodstream every day. If you're using a standard over-the-counter sunscreen and not just like a zinc vitamin E or a zinc tallow, zinc and beef tallow, something like this is fine. It's gonna help limit the UV rays, and it's not going to cause any issues, and it will just moisturize the skin. But like stuff that you get in 7-Eleven or a grocery store, anything that's not like a super health focused product type thing is definitely not good as a sunscreen. Now, it can in a last resort situation where you're otherwise going to get severe sunburn, like it's a good idea, just use it. Like, but don't use that as your regular sunscreen, or don't use that every day or for minimal amounts of sun. It's better to get the sun. And two, go on Etsy. If you're not in a country that has Etsy, go on, I don't know, a site that people sell their own products, and look for a product that is beef tallow and zinc. This is a great combination with just 2 ingredients for like powerful sun blocking capabilities, and you don't need more than that. Your skin doesn't need more than that. And yeah, it's very moisturizing, healthy for the skin, and a healthy way to block UV rays. I'm going inside the Pattaya paintball park. I don't know if I can go in without like paying. I just want to go in and film the actual. It looks awesome. That would be fun to play paintball in here. So can I just go through? Maybe just go here. I don't think they'll mind. It's free promo for them, but Pattaya paintball. Interesting. Pretty cool. I've actually never played paintball like on a field like this, on an actual, you know. I mean, that would be fun. It'd be a blast. I wonder if they like have anyone arranging like games and stuff. You could just kind of come and like without a group and still have people to play with. That'd be great. That I need to figure out. Maybe I'll look online and see if there's someone arranging paintball games. I always loved paintball when I was young, like just buying paintball guns and like shooting them in my yard, and honestly on the streets, and like, you know, in ways we shouldn't have been. Like, of course, we always wanted to shoot cars and, you know, use it in mischievous ways. But I think outside of that, they're fun. They look cool. There was something cool about it. You know, it's not quite a real gun, which I think I'm not that into real guns, to be honest. You know, I think I wouldn't mind like a shooting range. I would do a shooting range. Why not? But also don't think it's like super me. You know, I'm not anti-gun, but I'm not like super pro-gun either. It's tough. Politically, it's like I don't know. I'm not going to get into it. I'm not a very political person. But in general, it's like, yeah, guns bring a lot of bad shit. But also, you don't want to ban everyone from having guns. Maybe, you know, as protection and for whatever. I think if you have, you know, the right regulations, stuff like that, hey, probably fine. But if the wrong people are getting guns, then hey, problems. It looks as though there's a little trail off of this road, kind of randomly, but there's some water here, little lake. Yeah, let's see. There's some nature in Pattaya for sure, in different parts. You know, a lot of it is very city-like, but there are spots with tons of greenery, just like this one over here, which is, you know, just 5 minutes from where I stay in Jomtien. It's definitely much more nature-esque parts of Thailand. I'd say like even you go to Phuket, it's, you know, you're likely mostly any area, you're probably going to be in more nature-esque area. Not any area. I mean, I know there's like Old Town Phuket and areas that are not so green, but in general, I think like Koh Samui, you know, Koh Samui I've actually spent some time on, and to me it's beautiful, very nature-esque. Too many resorts and that style of thing, so it's not like ideal. It's also very nice and probably has some like little hidden gem spots to live over there too. This is quite nice here. I don't even know what this little trail is, to be honest. Yeah, no idea. Like I've walked this way several times, like back on like that main road there. I just never spotted it. It's not real obvious, but you can see it's not like super strong trails, but it's you know, it's there. And since there's water here, I was like, okay, it's something. Oh, see, we even have a guy riding his motorbike through it. That's interesting. That's a shortcut. It's a Thailand shortcut right there. Nice. Let's see. Swadee Kap. Wow, looks like he's spear fishing. Ooh, he had a spear gun fishing rod thing. Like he's spear fishing out here. Interesting. That's cool. Almost positive that's what that was. You know, looked like a weapon, but a fishing rod. This is actually nice over here. This is like a peaceful spot, to be honest. There's not bugs like attacking me. There's no dogs, no stray dogs, no garbage really either. Bird sounds, you know, we got insect sounds. It's good. It's a peaceful little spot to walk, actually. I will definitely return to this spot. My battery is on 3%, so this won't last too long. Definitely have to get back home. But I will probably record until it dies, so if there is an abrupt cut, you know exactly why. There's little houses like right there even. Shame they have no balcony for overlooking that water. That'd be awesome. Barely even have a window there to like have a view of the water. I know that's not like the priority for like a old school spots, houses like those, apartments, but still when it's directly on a lake or a river, would be nice, right? Like on the other side, there is also like condos, but more, much more new, more modern, and they have clearly balconies and windows there. But that's just how it goes, I would say. I don't know what it costs to like add a balcony into a unit for something like this. Definitely not cheap, right? Definitely cheaper in Thailand because labor is not too expensive, but still, it's like not like a cheap thing. Very cool. Very cool. It does lead out to another street over here. Nice. I guess it's a little shortcut. I like that. Maybe come down here and smoke a joint. Just sit on the edge. Could be a nice thing. If I did that and I somehow didn't get bit up by bugs, that'd be surprising. There's no way, no chance. Looks like people have the same idea, over here chilling and having a drink. Too bad that they just like leave their freaking bottles over here. Like a can of Coca-Cola. It's like, how are you gonna leave that in the fucking woods? In public, in the woods, on the beach? It's like, are you insane? Are you nuts?